if you're here, you're probably struggling with getting your IELTs. You probably have a really busy schedule, especially if you're a medical student, or you learn pharmacy. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you how I managed to get an IELTs 7.5 while being a pharmacy student. So let's get on to the video. So this video is gonna run from who am I, how I start my IELTs journeys, and I'm gonna give you guys 6 tips that I believe create my success in my English journey. I actually put the timestamp below so you can skip to the tip if you need to. So who am I? My name is Chang. I'm a graduate pharmacist working here in Ho Chi Minh City. Well, my entire life I went to public school, so no fancy international school in order to get this accents that you're listening to. And I used to hate English because my teacher forced me to learn it by heart too much. I mean, work family.
Emotional, damn it!
Those nightmares. But I was forever thankful to my high school teacher because she forced me to learn by heart a lot. Even though I hate it, it's really helped me to have a really good foundation in grammar, and yeah. I did not think of IELTS until my final years of college. I see a lot of my friends taking those courses. I guess I'm gonna study abroad one day, so yeah, let's take the course. I took how long was the course? Like 1.5 months, and then I took IELTS right away because I thought I'm gonna study abroad right after that. Darn it, 1.5 months? How did I do that? Okay, I'm sorry to break it to you, but that 1.5 months, it just get me used to the format of the test. My English skill actually developed significantly when I was in university because of the activity that I did. So keep on watching for the next 6 tips I'm about to share. This is gold. So what is the first thing I do? Movie. So if you don't know, I'm a big movie junkie. I could stay up all night just to finish a new series. But a lot of my friends actually watch movie like me too. But what's the difference? Why I got that accent? Why my English is slightly better, I would say. There's some tip in that. The secret lies in subtitles. At first, I watch the entire thing with Vietnamese subtitles because, well, there's a lot of new vocabulary I don't really understand, and it's just faster because I want to enjoy my movie. But later on, I discovered something really interesting. It's called a language reactor. Well, there's actually a lot of apps out there that allow you to have dual subtitles. That means you have English and Vietnamese or any native language that you're watching it from. So that means that when you're enjoying your movie, you can also learn English as well. Amazing, huh? So the reason why I suggest language reactor is because it's free. I don't know how long it's gonna stay free, to be honest, but for now it's free. There's a lot of apps out there allow you to do the same thing, but it forces you to pay. You know what? I actually suggest this tip to a lot of my students since I am currently an IELTS trainer and a lot of my friends. And you know what? It worked like magic. It saves you a lot of time to, putting pause on your movie and, looking up words on the dictionary. So now you can enjoy your movie and learn English at the same time. The second thing I do is actually become a research intern. So you might ask yourself, what is a research intern anyway? Well, if you're a pharmacy or medical student or any science-related student, you might know what a research intern is. It basically means doing scientific research with your teacher. And this is a great tip if you're struggling with terminology with your field. And I'm gonna tell you why. I think I become a research intern since my 4th year of university, and this is what's gonna happen if you become one. You're gonna have to do a lot of intensive reading through scientific articles, and with some professor you're gonna have to do weekly summarize of those articles that they handle you to do. And you know what, from all that reading, my vocabulary, my terminology skill improved significantly. But why? Because I have to read through articles that related to the same topic over and over a lot of time in order to do summaries. I have to read a lot, so that improved both my scientific research and also formal language using. And that's going to contribute a lot to your terminology learning and also IELTs if you actually have a goal for IELTs. So that is why it's a really good tip if you actually want to improve your medical English. But how could you do that? My advice right now is contact with your favorite professor who actually do research in the field that you're interested in. It could be anything, clinical research. Once you found the professor, email, call, harassing. I shouldn't have said that. I mean, reach them and tell them that you're interested. Of course, you have to prove them that you're qualified in order to get that job. And how to do that, that's going to be an entire new video. So if you're interested, comment down below. I might want to make a videos about that. Tip number 3 is join English club. But the point is not just joining and join the seminar, join the activities. Try to actually become a member in that club. And maybe, possibly, volunteer to be the host, the presenter in the seminars or in the campaign activities. You need to take the initiative if you actually want to improve your daily speaking. I don't know with other stuff, but with English, it's practice, practice, and practice. And how you can do that? For free. That's the point. That's the meaning of those English clubs anyway. But you have to take the initiative if you want to practice more. This is tip number 4, English-related part-time job. I know it sounds crazy. My English is bad. How can I become or work in anything that is English-related? I know, but the whole point of finding those jobs is improve your confidence in speaking English. It could be anything. You could volunteer to give the foreigner tour around the center of the city. I think by the time I post this videos, all the flight is open again already. So there's gonna be a lot of tourists arrive in our country. You can start doing that volunteer job. I can suggest a couple. So if you're interested in those kind of activity, you can comment down below. I'm gonna give you some suggestion of the organization, the place who actually hire students to become a tour guide. Tip number 5 is shadowing technique. This one actually took a lot of time. I myself didn't really practice this tip, but a lot of my friends actually do it and they say it works, so I just want to incorporate it into this video. So what is shadowing technique? It basically you go on YouTube, type shadowing technique. It basically repeating what they have on the screen with the same intonation and pronunciation that they have. Well, this one is particularly time consuming for me, but if you just start out, maybe this one gonna work for you. After studying about this technique, I actually realized that I did something pretty similar by myself. Is mumble to myself in English quite a lot. I mean, it's gonna sound really crazy. I could driving my bike on the street and mumble to myself, talk to myself, making comments about everything around me.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm weird. Sometimes. I know. The last one, which is extremely important, is trying to commit to everything you do, especially with English, which is a long-term thing. What do I mean by commit? There's gonna be 1,000 reasons for you to stop what you're doing in your learning English journey. You can quit your English tutoring journey because you're too busy or something like that. You can work for a long time, but still don't have that perfect accents that native speakers have. So please start working on your vocab, your pronunciation, your confidence in English. Join those clubs, those research clubs, or anything that you can find around you. Set up a plan for learning. I cannot promise you significant change in 1 or 2 months, but come back in 1 or 2 years, you will see significant change. I guarantee you that. So set up a plan and start working on your English journey, guys. Trust me, the braver you are, the faster you go. Yeah. So that is all for this video. I actually opened this channel in order to share my English tip, my healthcare tip, and skincare, because I actually planning to take my master in that field. So if you actually want to get some advice, some experience from a pharmacist, an IELTs trainer, and also a master student, so if you like what you see, leave me a thumbs up and maybe click the subscribe button over there, so yeah, it would encourage me to do more video for you guys. So 1,000 thanks to any of you guys who actually go through with me for this entire videos, listen to me mumbling. Yeah, to-dos.